You're looking for imperfections, but there is none.
You ready?
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of No Strings Attached.
We're glad you're here.
Yeah.
Hey, Grant and I are going to tell you what to look for when it comes to buying new furniture or even used, because last week we showed you what to avoid in the stores, but this week we're going to show you what to look for.
Exactly. Also, we're going to continue on with our project chair, and as you can see, it has its arms on there, and you're going to find out how we did that in this video.
This thing's looking good.
This thing is looking awesome. And
it's going to be yours.
Exactly. It can still be yours. Exactly. No, it can still be yours if you enter in the contest at the end of this video.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep. There's only one thing we need left for this cushion. Well, we got a cover and...
Right, an actual insert, foam insert. If you need foam inserts, go ahead and check this out.
Look at it.
You can fix your uncomfortable couch and chair cushions in just 3 easy steps. To get started, go to ucprivatecourses.com. These 3 steps are super simple, virtually painless. 1, measure your seat cushions at seam to seam. 2, add 1 inch to all your measurements. 3, order and replace your old inserts. And if you need help, we have tutorial videos that will walk you through. Again, that's ucprivatecourses.com. We'll see you there, sitting pretty.
So consider just replacing your seat cushions. That might be your problem before you go throwing into a landfill.
Exactly.
You know, try ucprivatecourses.com.
Right, there's another awesome place called ucprivatecourses.com.
Or another one called ucprivatecourses.com.
You know, I just heard of a great place.
What?
ucprivatecourses.com.
Go there and check it out. Let's move on to the chair.
Let's do it. All right, so we allowed the glue to cure on the actual arm panel, and Dad's cutting this off right now.
Right.
We allowed it to cure to make sure it was hardened and that it wouldn't come apart.
Right.
The only thing is the glue is a little spotty, as it were, in some areas, so what we're gonna do is a bead of hot glue on the edge of the arm panels, so when we put it in the actual frame, which is up there, it won't basically split. You know, it won't come apart, and that's what we're hoping to happen. But we did put in 1 panel.
We're hoping it won't happen.
Yeah.
It's not like you said we're hoping to happen.
Oh, no, we're hoping that not to happen.
Right.
Exactly. So we did put in 1 arm panel right here. It looks really good. And I was worried about it wrinkling a little bit.
Yeah, I was too, but we did a great job.
Yeah, it did fine. So we're going to do the next one, and you're going to see that. All right?
All right.
All right, so now here comes the fun part, right?
Yeah, real fun.
This is going to be great.
Yeah, we hot glued this down, so that's good here. I think this is the top here, Grant.
All right, perfect. So obviously we have the gap that's left right here with that wooden rail taken out.
Which are these.
Which are those, which you're going to have to put on the second one and this one as well.
So now we're just going to try to force this in there.
Yep. So one side at a time. Let's get that corner in there first. And then I'll hold this and you bend it. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, that side's in. That side's in. Now we're just gonna
now we gotta push down. Let me jump on this side.
Okay. So let's push that side in. All right. Yeah.
Doesn't want to slide.
See why we're nervous about it coming apart?
Yeah.
Okay, this side's coming in.
All right, that's it. That's it.
All right, so like I said, fun, right?
Yep. That one actually went in a lot easier than the other one.
Yeah, it actually did. We got it in there. Obviously, I went ahead and manned the camera so you can get a closer view, but it's quite tight inside there. So yeah, go ahead.
If you ever find yourself in this situation, I would not use a fabric that frays.
Hey, that's a good point.
Now, this fabric does not fray, so if it was fraying, it would be a mess.
Yeah, definitely, because you're gonna, not only is it gonna fray when you're trying to put it in there, but afterwards, you're gonna have all these little frays on either side. And how are you gonna cut those when they're so close to the wood, so. Not good, not good. So we're gonna go ahead and put on the rails next. That's the next step. And then after that, we get to assemble this chair and then work on the cushions. So you're gonna see all that.
Yeah, this little piece went down in the bottom here, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna fit anymore.
I don't either.
I think we made it snug.
Okay, I think we're fine without it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Okay, so this looks good. Now we're going to move on to the dust cover. I wanted to do burlap because I like that as dust covers, but we ran out. So I'm going to use this instead, which is kind of old school as well. It's a canvas. I'm going to cut this size out and then put on the dust cover.
All right, so Dad's got the dust cover on. I love that sound. You know, it's nice and tight, ready to go.
You're gonna poke a hole through it.
That's right.
Well, this.
Yes, this is amazing. No, but in any case, we're gonna start putting on the arms without damaging them, hopefully. And all it is lining up the dowels with the holes. And right
there we go, I'm on.
there. Excellent. Perfect. Now, I'm just gonna flip it over and do the next side. Might as well.
Well, I'd put, well, you think it's, yeah.
I think it's secure enough.
Can't
What do you
put a
think?
bolt. I'd put a bolt in there.
Okay, let's throw one bolt.
I think so.
There we go.
You just want to do one?
Just want to do one because
They're all the same size, right?
they're all the same size.
I'm gonna do one in the front.
All right, that works. There we go.
Okay, that's not finished, but
We'll just go ahead and turn it on its side because I like to bolt everything. Yeah,
we used to put cards.
that's true.
And
in fact, here.
or on the furniture. It's like a time capsule. So we're gonna put that in there. In fact, let's put the day's date on there.
You got it. Let's
Got
do
our
it.
name on there. That's cool. Wait, I got a pen right here. Or I
You
got,
do?
Well, it's a pencil in my pocket. I'd rather do a pen.
Here's your pen.
I used to do this years ago when I first got into business, and I stopped doing it. And I figure it's kind of fun for the next upholsterer when they see the last time it was done and who did it.
Yeah, who screwed it up first?
One way of looking at it.
Yeah, that's right.
True. What's today's date? The 10th?
Yep.
19.
19. Sweet.
There you go.
Excellent. So we'll just slide this in here. Do you want to put a staple in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead. Perfect.
Perfect.
Now we get to put the arm over top.
Fun.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Oh, you're so rude.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yeah, you could have, but
I could have, actually.
there, I put one in there for you.
Thank you.
In case you got confused how it works.
Oh, shots fired. All right.
Well, that doesn't feel right here.
I guess you don't know how it works.
I do know how it works. I think it's a little trick.
No, it is. All right, so now let's go ahead and finish tying this up. After we do this, we're going to put on the actual wood back panels right here. Okay, so this is for the, well, this is actually for the front. We have the back one over there, and we're going to see that next.
Let me have that,
Yeah, you got it.
please. Thank you, sir. Oh, it's perfectly fine. Look at that. See, I know how this thing works. Am I going the right direction? Okay, so it's all finished.
Yeah, it looks great as usual. Very nice job.
Cool.
Now,
good.
we wanted to say something real quick when it regards to the hot glue that we did in the front. You might be thinking, why hot glue? Why not wood glue?
Right.
Well, we would have used wood glue, but we want the actual front panel and back panel to be removable for the next reupholster.
Right, because it would make it permanent. When they're prying that off, the odds are it's
gonna
going to
snap.
break.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So the hot glue will easily come off, or a little easier, I should say. And once they start realizing what it is, just take a hairdryer, heat it up, it'll come right off.
Exactly. So we want to make this as simple as possible to reupholster for the next person, because obviously we kept this from the curb. So it's going to the curb, from the curb to your hands, and we like to keep it in your guys' hands. So
Yeah, can you believe this thing was going to go in the dump?
I know. I mean, the wood's beautiful. Everything, the whole frame was in excellent condition.
Absolutely.
So there was nothing really wrong with it. It was missing a seat cushion. That's the next thing that we're going to do next week. But other than that, it was great.
Perfect. So you could easily do this.
Yes.
Okay? This was not a complicated
No.
piece. So if you have something like this in your area or like in your home, just reupholster it. It's not that difficult. It really isn't.
And also, too, if you're like, listen, I don't want to be spending the money on that, then that's fine. Give it to like a thrift store or donate it or something like that, because somebody will be willing to take on this project.
Yep.
Obviously, we were, and this was at the curb. So
Absolutely. So now this could be yours.
Yes, it
You
can.
Enter this contest coming up. Now last week we had how many yards were on a roll.
Exactly.
Okay, so it's going to be A, B, C, or D. That's what we're going to try to always keep the contest at.
Yep. This video, we're going to have a new contest, and the following video after that video, we'll have another contest as well. So you have 2 more chances to enter. And every single time you get it right, increases your odds of actually winning this chair.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. So enter that. Now the next step we got to do on this is the seat cushion.
Exactly, and that's going to be next week. So that's actually tracing the platform. So if you're interested in how to trace the platform, watch next week's video, and then obviously creating the cushion, and then
we're going to sew it up, and then we're going to have to cut down the foam because the foam we have is too thick.
Yeah.
We're going to actually use what's called I think it's called a U-cut.
Yep.
And we're going to shorten the foam, or the depth of it, I should say, to what we think would look better at in this style of furniture.
Right, mid-century modern. So go ahead and stay tuned for that. Next, we're going to get back to our show.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Hey, last week Grant and I did an episode of what to avoid when it comes to shopping for furniture. It could be in a new store or a thrift shop.
Yeah, it could be at the curb, and that's where we found this. So you guys came back to us and said, all right, so we know what to avoid. Now, what should we look for when we're actually getting this?
That's a great question.
Right.
So this find was pretty good.
This was a great find. Like I said, I found it on the curb, and the first thing that I did is I took off the dust cover.
Which is black.
And I found out what the frame was made out of and what the support structure was. In this case, serpentine springs and hardwood. Yep. So we're going to talk about the hardwood first.
Right. First, we talked last week about plywood. This has a little plywood, but it's 1 inch thick.
So it's pretty hefty.
Right. The persons who put this together, the factory, they really wanted as much quality as they could get into it.
And it shows.
For the price.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
Exactly.
So plywood's not bad. What we're trying to say is that it probably will not withstand multiple reupholstering jobs. Okay?
Exactly. And the reason why is when you're reupholstering, you're taking out the old staples, you are taking out bits of wood with the staple.
Right.
When it comes to plywood, plywood is just bits of wood glued together.
Right.
So if you can imagine, you're taking out chunks of wood when it comes to plywood. With hardwood, it's just a little bit.
Right. So plywood's okay, but we still prefer solid wood frames that can be reupholstered time and time again.
Right. Okay? So we are really happy with this. This is solid wood, and it's pretty heavy. That's one thing that we want to talk about real quick. You might be thinking, great, you guys found yours on the curb, but I'm looking for new furniture. I can't rip the dust cover in front of the salesman.
No, you can't, and don't do that.
Please don't do that.
Weight does matter.
It does.
You have more material there. Obviously, it's going to weigh a little bit more, okay? They're trying to cut corners as much as possible, maybe for shipping purposes. I'm not sure. But if it's really lightweight, well, then come on, let's get real. It's most likely not built very well, okay?
Exactly.
Right.
So one thing that if you are in a store that sells furniture, it doesn't sell other things like bookcases. I mean, they could sell case goods,
sugar.
They sell like everything, yeah. Right, so
candy.
Let's just go ahead and say you are in a pretty high quality store for furniture.
That's their job.
That's their job. That's what they're there to do, is give you quality furniture.
Right.
What you should look for is a cross section or a brochure that explains what the materials they use for that chair, sofa, or whatever you're trying to buy.
A cross section will show you the frame, okay? It's usually upholstered on one side, and then it's cut in half, and you get to see what is all involved, okay?
Right.
So what you should look for, let's cover first the springs.
The springs is a good one.
The support, okay?
Right. So let's go ahead and take on the back. You got the back, right?
Yep. The back here, you can take my light here. I'll take my light and show you. These are zigzag springs, okay? They work as one unit. It's really nice, actually.
It is.
Because the alternative to this, and it's pretty comfortable, right?
It is.
The alternative to this is a simple tarpaulin like this, laid down flat, stapled, a little bit of glue on there, throw down a piece of foam. Now the foam will give in like a sponge, where this spring system is going to spring back, and that's pretty good. That's pretty comfortable. That's going to last for many, many years.
Right. It'll last a lot longer than the alternative.
Exactly.
Now, there's one other one as well, right?
Yep. This is jute webbing. Okay. Now they have synthetic webbing, which outlasts jute webbing, by the way. Synthetic will outlast this. Okay?
Because this is a natural material.
Right. Exactly. They do a weave pattern here. A little bit of foam over, a little bit of glue rather, a little bit of foam on top of there, and that's the system. That's okay. If I had my choice, I would always get the springs. Yeah. I like them a lot.
I do too. So that's awesome. Now let's talk about the seat. The seat can, of course, have either the zigzag springs, just like this back right here.
Right.
It could be the tarpaulin.
And it does.
It does. This one does in particular. It could have 8-way or 4-way tied coiled springs, which is the best. If you're going to get anything, that is the best, whether it's new or it's thrifted, or it's on a curb. If you can find that, go ahead and do that.
That's a good find.
That's a good find. If it's anything besides springs, I would not get it. It doesn't matter if it's webbing, it doesn't matter if it's a tarpaulin material, if it's synthetic webbing, doesn't matter. I would not get that because it will not provide enough support.
No, and once that goes, it goes. Now these coiled springs, 4-way, 8-way, 8-ways, you know, is the best, but you know, 4-way is still good, as you just now said. That's going to last so many years compared to just webbing.
Yeah.
You know, all that, you know, plopping down, watching your favorite show. It takes a lot of abuse.
It really does. Yeah. Now let's go ahead and go on to the actual cushion. So I'm gonna throw it back to you. What's a good back cushion or back setup?
There's 3 types for the back setup, okay? You can have removable cushion, where obviously it's what it is. You remove the cushion and, you know, you just throw it on the floor. Do whatever you want. Or you have an attached cushion, which looks like a cushion, okay?
That's removable. That looks like it's removable.
Thank you. That looks like it's removable, but it's not.
Right.
It looks like you could take it off, but it's attached to the frame. Stay away from that badly. And the reason why is because, one, if you have kids or grandkids or you have pets, a lot of times they want to sit up there, it gets matted down, and it's really difficult to pull that out because it's attached down at the bottom. If you're fortunate, you're going to have a zipper at the bottom.
And sometimes they don't even have that.
They don't even have that, which gets really sad because, you know, these people are going to head this thing right to the dump. And you really can't blame them because it's not a good design.
No.
So stay away from the attached, okay? The other one is where it's tight, okay? So
there is no cushion.
There is no cushion. It's just tight foam, if you would, right to the frame, attached there. It's not that bad, honestly, because there's no sagging if kids sit on, or kids, if pets sit on top, there's no pulling to rip it. And the odds of it losing its shape, it's going to take many, many years.
It will.
So I think, I'm going to go in this order, okay? Terrible are attached, in my opinion.
Don't get those.
Right. Okay are tight backs.
Yeah.
The best are removable because you can take them off and you can replenish them when they do lose their buoyancy.
Okay, so that's great. So that's backs. Now I'm going to take on seats when it comes to this. Now, he had the exact same system. I'm going to do the exact same thing. There's 3 different types. You can have a tight back, you can have an attached seat cushion, or you can have a loose seat cushion. So just to roll through it real quick, the worst, in my opinion, is the tight seat. And the reason why is there is no way to replace the foam when it goes bad, and it is going to go bad.
It will.
So you're going to have to reupholster the whole thing to replace that foam. Don't use that. Attached cushions, seat cushions that is still not that great because you only have one side that will wear.
Yep.
So you can't flip the cushion.
But it looks like you can take it off.
It looks like you can take it off. So go ahead, if you're in front of the salesman, go ahead and try to pull out that cushion. And if it's not budging, don't get it because, again, you can't flip the seat cushion and you won't have even wear.
Yeah, what are you going to do? You're going to have to take it to an upholstery shop and pay all that money, and most likely they're going to charge you more than the piece cost originally.
Exactly. So what you want to look for is a loose seat cushion that you can actually flip, which is perfect. And this one does have a loose seat cushion in this case.
Right. So that's pretty good. So when this goes bad, just replace the insert. The springs, they're not going to wear out.
Oh, no. If anybody tells you the springs are going to wear out, they're cuckoo.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. And they're metal springs. I mean, we're talking about poly batting or polyurethane.
Against metal.
Versus metal. So
exactly.
Whatever.
So those are the things to look for. Now what's the next one is the legs.
The next thing is the legs.
Well, we got some samples right here. Let me show you the samples real quick,
that.
okay? So we're going to go from good to bad.
Okay, let's do it.
In this sample, solid piece of wood, been cut out here. So we're going to show you where the frame can rest on there.
Right.
Okay, that's good. Got some blocks, which we'll show them that. This came off of this chair here.
In fact, let's go ahead and show them real quick.
All right, so this one.
Tilt this back.
Set like you got it. Okay, you got the blocks. The cutouts right here. Frame, nice and thick. We're liking this a lot. Set right in there like this.
4 screws were, not 5. 4 screws were holding this thing in, plus 2 for each, right?
I can't do it from this angle, but
each corner block had 1 screw in there as well. So it was a total of 6 screws.
Right, this is the best they can do under this style, under the circumstances. This thing is resting on, look at this wood. I mean, it's resting on this solid wood. It's not going anywhere. That's a good piece. That's a good leg right there.
Yeah,
the good looking leg.
That's funny.
Exactly.
The best quality that you can get is when the actual frame is made into a leg at the bottom. That's the best.
And this style doesn't lend to that.
And this style does not lend to it. Another way that you can have it is it's still a wood leg, which is good, but this is called a hanger bolt. And there's going to be a T-nut that's inside the frame. And that was similar to last week's furniture that we were judging. We said that was okay.
It's all right.
It's okay. So it's a middle ground. You screw it in. It's nice that you can take it off just in case, just like you can take these off.
Well, you can take this one off. Now, if they put glue on there.
If they put glue, you can't take these off, but it's nice to be able to take them off if you're trying to get through a tight doorway or something like that.
Exactly, exactly.
Last one is these crappy plastic ones. Now, we've seen these split all the time. We had some work at the Botanic Gardens, and half of those things were broken.
Yeah, they're junk. I mean, it's plastic. I don't know if you said that or not. I mean,
yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's good if you want to throw it outside or something like that, but the wood's going to rub it. Yeah, so that's just, that's kind of lousy.
That's kind of lousy. So again, the best is when the actual frame is made into a leg, right? The second best is yours right there.
Yep.
Which is actually screwed in by wood screws. Third best is this, which is called a hanger bolt.
Yep, and this is the worst.
Yeah.
So you can imagine this piece of plastic, okay, with webbing seating, with a tight seat made out of plywood. Ooh.
That's a sin.
That's pretty bad. Yeah. That's what you're seeing at the curb, most likely.
Yeah.
Well, we found some good finds.
Yeah, like, again, this one was at the curb. So go ahead and check that out. If you can take off the dust cover, go ahead and do that. You can find out a lot about chair just from the bottom of it.
You absolutely can. So we hope that answers your question. We got some positive feedback last week. Those are the things to look for when you're out shopping in a thrift shop, a furniture store, or maybe at your friend's house. Just look underneath the dust cover.
Again, at the furniture store, that's funny. At the furniture store, the salesman should know what they're talking about. If they don't know what they're talking about, leave. Honestly.
That's a good point.
Okay.
So what are we doing now? The contest?
Yep.
Let's go.
All right. So as promised, we are going to give this chair away to one of you lucky viewers, right?
Woo! Yeah.
Exactly. Show them how you feel, Pops. In any case, how we're going to do this is a contest of many, right? So you have multiple chances of entering. In this one in particular, you have to guess how many fabric books are behind us.
No, we've never done this one before.
No, we haven't.
Yeah.
So
you counted it, right?
I did. I counted it. It took me a little while.
Yeah, but it did.
It did.
And it includes the ones at the bottom, too.
That was my first time counting over 10. But in any case,
woo! That's pretty good.
That's very good. Thank you. In any case, it's 152 books. That's A. So, okay. A, 152 books.
B, is it 213 books?
Is it C, 327 books?
Or is it D, 257?
Now, I like 257 because it sounds like either a truck model or the engine size, but
that feels like you're giving them a hint.
Am I?
I don't know. Are you?
Maybe.
Check it out. Woo!
But in any case, go ahead and put your entry inside the comment section below. A, B, C, or D.
Because we really want you to have this. And we're saying no strings attached. This is delivered to your door. You don't pay for shipping. Only in the continental U.S. though.
Yep.
Okay?
So go ahead. Put your entry in there. What do you have to lose? You only have to gain.
Woo! All right. So we're finished with that. And we want you to win. This chair can be yours, but it won't be if you don't enter.
Exactly. So make sure that you enter.
Right.
And also
even though
make
you could still lose.
You could still lose.
It doesn't matter. We think you're going to win.
Yeah, well, but go ahead and check out for next week's contest so you can get another chance of winning this chair, right? Increase your odds.
Yeah.
Plus, don't forget to tell a friend because you might want them to win a chair.
Look, if you haven't done last week's contest, enter into it. It's how many yards are on a bolt of fabric. You get that right, you're in the till, as it were. You get this one right, you're in the till, as you were. And then next week, we're going to have, I don't know what we're going to do. But you're going to be, you get that right, you're going to be in the till.
So you have 3 times the amount of possibility of winning.
This chair is going to be delivered to you completely free, no strings attached. That's the whole point of the show. To you, no shipping charges to the lower 48
states
of United.
Okay.
Okay. We'll see you then.
Okay.